It's the biggest time of the year for movie releases, unless you're releasing movies about Korean dictators, in which case it's a shocking time of the year.
But before you battle the crowds and rack your brains over which movie to see, let's check in with our movie man, Jason Jabba Davis. Good morning to you. Now, Russell Crowe has made his directorial debut in The Water Diviner. What did you think?
What did I think? That is a very good question, Edwina. Good morning, Andrew. I am a huge fan of Russell Crowe's. Love his films. Loved Noah earlier this year. I was gritting my teeth thinking, I've got to go see this film. It's his directorial debut. Can he pull it off? I don't want to come here and blast his film. Thankfully, it's Russell Crowe. If you saw the making of The Water Diviner on Channel 7, you would have seen the incredible effort that goes into putting a film like this together. He has taken a leaf out of Clint Eastwood's book, just like Macho Man Clint Eastwood, who took to directing at around age 40. Russell's waited till he's 50 to make his feature film directorial debut. And like Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima, which is the Clint Eastwood films about World War II and the Japanese-American perspective, this is a take on the Anzacs from the Turkish perspective. It's a fantastically brave thing to do, given the legacy that we have in this country with the Anzacs, and it gives us a glimpse at what the enemy might have experienced. So let's take a look at The Water Diviner.
Prince Hussein asked the man why the carpet he wished to sell was so expensive.
Come on, cuddle up. What's the magic word? The one that makes the carpet fly.
Tengu!
That's it, Tengu!
My prince, whoever sits on this carpet, may be transported through the air in an instant.
All right, boys, let's get out of here, all together.
It was my job to steer my boys to manhood, and I failed them.
So you can find water, but you can't even find your own children.
3 sons killed. That was quite an ordeal for Eliza.
I'll find them, love. I'll find them and I'll bring them home to you.
Absolutely brilliant, performance from Russell. Very stirring film, and it's based on the premise of one Australian guy who went over to try and find his son's grave at Gallipoli. So it's set 4 years after the invasion of Anzac Cove. Really brave film.
Peter, you could listen to his voice all day, couldn't you?
The voice is fantastic, and he reads the tales of the Arabian Nights to his kids, and that's a recurring motive throughout the film. 3.5 stars for Russell Crowe's The Water Diviner. Can't wait to see what he directs next, because this is a fantastic first step.
And speaking of incredibly moving films, Night at the Museum is back.
And that's all we've got time for. I believe the yacht's coming in, JT. Do you copy? Do we have a chopper shot there? Look, this is really disappointing. I mean, maybe I should just turn to Rotten Tomatoes here. A tepid, sedate, snoozy affair, giving none of its famous people in the supporting cast much to do at all. Oh. That is saying something when you've got the likes of Owen Wilson, as you can see there, Steve Coogan. There's some funny scenes, no doubt, but they have...
So if you want the kids to go take a nap, go to sleep, this is the one to take them to.
Look, I saw it yesterday with my 14-year-old Quinn. He thought it was okay. Ruby instead went and saw Big Hero 6 with her mum. I mean, it's just a waste of talent. You've got Ben Stiller, Robin Williams, Ricky Gervais. There's some laughter, but it's. I like to think of this. If you had a tea bag and you made a cup of tea, by the time you got to the 3rd cup of tea with the same tea bag, it's pretty bloody weak.
Why do... I mean...
Get a fresh bag.
It's a silly question, but, people like, Robin Williams and Ben Stiller and, everyone you mentioned in that film can choose whatever they want to do, presumably, in Hollywood. I mean, I know there's money in it, but they're not doing that. They'll be doing something else there's money in.
It's money
so why
and
do that
profile,
job?
It's probably easy.
It's easy
And
money.
let's
have a quick look. Hopefully there's some gags in this quick look at Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb.
This place is waking up for the first time, and we have no idea what's out there.
I think it's safe to say that we're in a bit of trouble.
Need some help. Sir Lancelot, at your service.
Theodore Roosevelt, President of the United States. I have no idea what that means.
So that was a funny bit. That was one of the gags.
There's a funny bit. Yeah, there's a funny bit.
Well, you guys didn't like. Yeah, well, there's about 7 funny bits. 2 stars, sadly. It will get you through a couple of hours of rainy school holidays. Paddington is a far superior film.
I saw The Hobbit yesterday.
And?
I enjoyed that. I loved it.
Did you
I just love going to the movies. No,
Did you
I don't
dress
have
up?
any kids. It would have been a bit weird if I took a kid because I don't have any. So
Well, there's plenty around at school holidays.
Baby role play.
Just download one from the internet.
We do not advocate that.
Print out a photo and take it with me. No.
Next week,
And there's Big Hero 6, of course.
Big Hero 6, which I loved, of course, and is doing really good. The Hobbit's taken out #1 at the box office. Next week, possibly one of the films of the year, The Imitation Game, Benedict Cumberbatch and The Secret of the Enigma Codebreakers.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic film.
That looks fantastic.
I love the actual trailers in the movie. I'd be happy to actually go
Just
to the
watch
movies
trailers all
and
day.
watch the trailers.
That is often all you need to do. Not at the museum, just watch the trailer 30 times.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Save yourself
Hey,
the
have
money.
you seen the interview? Did you like it?
I haven't seen it yet. Nick, our sound guy, he's been keeping me abreast of developments. So he said they got halfway through it and got bored and went off to watch the episode season one of the
really-
X-Files. So I thought, okay.
We'll have to watch a trailer for someone else's film.
Exactly right, yeah.
I bet you Kim Jong-un live streamed it. You couldn't resist, could you?
You'd want to have a look.
I think you
For
would.
sure.
Anyway,
For sure. You'd
thank
do.
you, Jabba.
Thank you, guys.
Don't
Cheers.
go anywhere. Weekend Sunrise is back in a moment. I might not be.